Hey yo, it's Vondo. It's been a full 48 hours since Destruction All-Stars have launched. I planned on doing a launch video, but I just want to play the game more. And yeah, I've been playing it, I've been enjoying it. There are some things I've noticed that can be improved and tweaked upon. There's been, some little bit of oversights here. But we have been introduced to our community manager. That happened yesterday. The name is Ruli. He seemed like a great person. He seemed dedicated and looking forward to helping this game improve. And as a community manager, we gotta lift them up and build them up and not tear them down, because community managers tend to get a lot of shit when dealing with games online. So let's be a good community. Let's not be a dickhead to Ruli. Not yet, at least, not yet. But there's some things we can improve in this game. The first thing would just be when it comes to the overall atmosphere, like adding some in-game music, because it is pretty dry. You're just hearing the cars and all that, and the announcer every once in a while. And one of the announcers, when they first start off, for the map introductions, I believe it's Bruce Buffer, because it really sounds like himself. I mean, that's cool. But they need to add, some in-game music, to liven things up a bit. Also, when it comes to some other quality of life improvements, honestly, I would start off with a ranked mode and leaderboard system, and adding a replay system as well, because you really like to get some cool screenshots of these wrecks you get and some of the plays you make. So why not? I mean, it would be a great addition to the game. I don't know how complicated it would be for them to implement a system like this, but I think they'll be able to do it, pull it off. And another thing that is some good news, they already have a roadmap of content, post-launch content, at least for the next 12 months. So they have a plan for the next year or so, and let's hope it actually comes to fruition. They don't abandon this game before that, at least. We let all this content come out, or the content they plan on releasing. When it comes to the general gameplay, it is pretty good. There are some things that can be tweaked. I feel like some of the car hit detection and collision is off at times. But the main thing we want to go into is character balance, because some characters are just clearly way stronger than others, and support characters that are really at a disadvantage currently if you're gonna be playing Gridlock or Mayhem. And when it comes to Mayhem in general, they should be adding a team deathmatch version of Mayhem. So 8v8 team deathmatch Mayhem, instead of just it being solo, because solo is fun, but you like to be able to play that with your friends or your party members, if they got PS5s and all that, and you can't do that right now. Gridfall is pretty good too. Only problem with Gridfall is it encourages passive play, and you could win those games by just being on platforms for most of the game and just waiting until it's a 1v1 and then getting in your car. So they should encourage more aggressive play when it comes to Gridfall. Stockpile, Carnado, cool stuff. But when it comes to character balance, some characters are obviously way stronger than others. Not others. Blue Fang's pretty good. Jian's pretty good. Lupita and Ritu are just pretty good. Ritu is very crazy though with their special ability, because it's an area detonation attack, so you just gotta get them in that radius, and it's a decent sized radius, so if the cars pile up and you use it right there, you're gonna easily rack up the points. And that's easily the best character when it comes to winning games right now, because you can get just so many wrecks with that special move that you can't with others. Others you may be able to pull off 1 to 2, but with Ritu you can easily get 3 to 4, maybe even 5. So yeah, that character's ability is very powerful. They may have to do something when it comes to its cooldown, so you only got you get less shots of using it, because that one's very powerful. Blue Fangs is powerful too. Yeah, it slows down your car, but I feel like you could just touch them, you'll demolish them and wreck them. If you're using a character like Hannah, you need to get full speed. You gotta get a straight shot. You gotta activate the blade, and then hit them with it, and then maybe you'll get the kill, maybe not. So some abilities are a lot harder to use and to pull off the others, and they'll have to make some tweaks and adjustments around those. But well, can't forget this. Another quality of life improvement will be being able to mute players. Being able to mute players. Why it's cool to talk with everyone with the new game. Sometimes you don't feel like it, and yeah, what you gotta do to mute them, you gotta use your PS Plus button, not the PS Plus, the PlayStation button, and then mute the game voice chat that way instead of being able to mute them in game. So if, let's say there's only one player being annoying, you only want to mute that one player. You can't do that. You have to mute everyone. But yeah, I think pretty good. They've already added daily challenges. One thing they need to consider fixing immediately, or changing immediately, not fixing, is when it comes like unlocking these other cosmetic skins, not having them locked behind a paywall. Is this between you know, buying skins, but with some stuff like not like with these little story modes they got, you gotta like pay for those, except for like Ultimo's Barricado. So that's something they should look into changing. Like you want to encourage more people using all these characters, and like if let's say the third character is locked behind a paywall, then you know they won't be as inclined to actually use that character. With that out the way, y'all stay safe, and I'm out. We got a nice little dub in here with Hannah. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Destruction All Stars. I'll be uploading more of this as more stuff comes along. As more news breaks out. But I'm enjoying the game so far. There's definitely some improvements that need to be made, and I'll talk about characters more in depthly later. I'll go over Hannah first. That's the character I've been using the most. But yeah, with that out the way, y'all stay safe, and I'm out.